Hi everyone, good evening. We just started this. We're just setting up, turning off the fireplace. Just say hi. Let me know that you're there. Just say hi in the comments. We're gonna start. Welcome to my group, Neuropath Reset Your Way Through This Pandemic. First of all, hi. Some of you I know in the group and some of you I don't. I just want to say hi and welcome you again tonight. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me your time. I appreciate that. I honor that. And I just want to see how you're doing. Just let me know via comments. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Tanvi. All the way from India. Even my mom is there. Hi, Tanya. Welcome to my group again. I'm excited to have you. How are you doing through all of this? My God. This unprecedented time in our history. It's like living through a movie. But unlike the movie, this feels really real. And that's why I created this group. When we go through a state as we are going through today, the levels of stress, the levels of panic, the levels of anxiety, the levels of fear at the highest levels. And being isolated also is just really like throwing fuel on a fire. And it just makes it worse because we are not creatures that like to be isolated. We are creatures that like to commune and like to interact and connect with others. So let's use this medium, a medium that I'm just starting to know. This is one of my first live streams that I've done. And I'm looking forward to doing something every evening for you, giving you some tips and some of my knowledge that I've accumulated over the last 20 years. My name is Mikhail. Some of you that don't know, I've been a therapist for almost 20 years, exploring the body and mind connection. I've helped thousands of people that are struggling with the effects of trauma, PTSD, chronic pain, and chronic disease. And I've done a lot. I've had an integrative center. I've run programs. I've helped organizations that work with first responders, addicts. I worked with the cardiology department at VGH, Vancouver General Hospital, educating the staff and heart patients about the effects of chronic pain and stress and trauma. And now I want to take the message to you on this forum, on this online forum. And I'm really excited to share my knowledge with you and really build a community here. A community where every day we'll go through an experience together. So I'm going to need your help. I need you to be interactive. I need you to share this message, these tips. And I also need to hear from you. What is it that you need? What is it that you need from me? What kind of tools do you need? What kind of knowledge do you need so I can help serve you better through this difficult time? Because all of us are going through it. If we want to or don't want to acknowledge it. And every family member, every friend, every colleague that you know is going through a difficult period right now. So, it's always the lack of tools and the lack of support that makes the storm really difficult to go through. We feel shaken up by the storm. We feel rattled by the storm. We feel like the storm can overwhelm us. We feel quite vulnerable, even the strongest ones. So, what is it that you need from me? And what kind of tools? Please leave some feedback on the page and in some of the questions that I posed. But for tonight, I wanted to teach you a tool to help you with your anxiety and your stress levels. Because when fear hits us, it really starts to dysregulate our nervous system and our endocrine system. We feel off balance. We feel it in the body, we feel it in the mind, and we feel it emotionally too, with our biochemical reactions that happen through the endocrine system. So every system starts to get off balance. And every system starts not to cooperate with the other. And that's how we feel out of balance, really. That's how we feel so dysregulated. So that's my intention, is to help you regulate, to help you reset, to help you rebalance, realign, and to help you also break through and to reach a resilience in you that maybe right now you don't have. So I'm going to take you through a routine. It's a very effective routine. But before I take you through this routine, I need you to get a pen and a piece of paper. Please get a pen and a piece of paper so you can remember some of these things, or you can also listen to the recording later. And before I introduce the routine to you, I need you to get into a certain mindset. And in order for us to get to a certain mindset, we have to start cooling down the circuits, cooling down the mind. Because a lot of what we feel is in here, in the head and in the heart. And so we need to cool all of that down, away from the head and away from the heart. So I'm going to first take you through a really simple breath method. Okay? I call it cooling the circuits. And it's really an inhalation through the nose and a quick exhalation through the mouth, as if you're blowing air through a straw. So let's do it all together. Inhalation through the nose and an exhalation through the mouth, as if you're blowing through a straw. And an inhalation through the nose and an exhalation through the mouth, as if you're blowing through a straw again. Inhalation through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep doing that, and soon you're going to feel that pressure coming down from the head, coming down away from it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And that was it. So an inhalation and exhalation blowing through a straw. If you do that for a few minutes, that it's going to start to calm everything down. And when the circuits in your brain start to cool off, I want you to remember this acronym, okay? A-I-A. Write it down. A-I-A. It's an acronym that will serve you well because it puts you into a mind frame of mindfulness. It's really hard to be in a mindful state if your circuits are overheated, if there's so much anxiety and stress. It's really hard to be mindful. It's really hard to see things for what they are. Because when you're under a state of duress, a state of anxiety, a state of fear, you're tunnel vision. You don't see everything. You just see what fear is doing to you, what fear wants you to see. So taking those inhalation and exhalations cools down the circuit. Then use this acronym, remember it. A is for awareness. So how do you become aware? Use the body and the mind. So what is my body feeling? What am I feeling in my body? Where am I feeling it? Just scan the whole body. From the head, through the face, through the neck, shoulders, chest, stomach. What am I feeling in my body right now? And where am I feeling it? And as you go through the body, what are my thoughts alike? What is my mind showing me with thoughts? And as you pay attention to the thoughts, what are my emotions? What am I going through right now? Is it fear? Is it loss? Am I grieving? Because a lot of us are grieving right now. You can feel that collective grief, that collective fear. So recognize, what are my emotions right now? And that's awareness. Physical, mental, and emotional. The I after the A stands for intention. What is my intention right now? Ask yourself, what is my intention right now? Okay? And the third letter, the A, is action. What is one action step that I can take right now that will be easy to do? It's a win for me. And this is an action step. You are taking an action step right now. You want to learn something to help you with your stress, with your anxiety, with your pain. So remember this acronym, A-I-A. Awareness, intention, and action. And really, that's the mindset that you need to restart reducing your anxiety. And when you make that action step, always make it something that is doable for you in the moment, that you know that you can do, and it's easy for you to do it, so you don't feel so overwhelmed. So taking you through that breath and taking you through this mindset, now I'm going to take you through a routine. So again, you can make some notes to remember, or you can watch the video again. But the routine is a routine of acupressure, using certain points, acupressure points in the body, that starts to reduce your anxiety, your stress levels, starts to regulate your nervous system, starts to create coherence between your nervous system, your heartbeat, or your heart rate, and your breath rate. Okay? So remember this sequence, and when you're going to use these points, we're going to press those points yourself. It's not about pressing. It's about placing, and you create a slight pressure with the intention of to soothe and regulate. Creating again pressure with the intention. The intention always comes from the heart. The intention always comes from the heart. So as you put in the pressure, what is my intention? Okay, which is to soothe and regulate. Soothe and regulate. Okay? So I'll take you through the sequence. So Pete, please follow through step by step. We're going to start with the first point, which is right between your eyes. Okay? So just above the eyebrows, right in the center, right above where your pineal gland is. So you can use your middle finger, sorry about that, or you can use your thumb. And just place your finger and gently stimulate with the intention from the heart to soothe and relax. You can close your eyes, and if you can, with your fingertip, try and feel a pulsation. Try and feel that pulsation with a fingertip, right between the eyes. And you can gently shake your thumb or vibrate it, or just place it, whatever feels good. And just hold it there. And you can use your breath again. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two, on your left shoulder, measure the distance between the neck and the shoulder. Halfway, you will feel a ridge, a bump. That's your tension. That's your stress. So you're going to use one finger over top the other one. Again, the distance from the tip of your shoulder to the neck, halfway, you're going to press down. Using the fingers like that, and you're going to press down. Here, maybe this will be easier for you to see. Press down, and the pressure is downward towards the ground. As if you're telling your stress to release. Release down. So it's not about strength, and again, it's about intention. You'll feel that ridge. For some of you, it'll feel like a little mountain, a little hill, or a big volcano. So press down all that pressure. And again, use your breath. And down. In. And down. And again, two fingers together. In. And down. It's not about strength. It's about intention. Once you've done one shoulder, do the other one. Again, halfway between the neck and the shoulder tip, right above the bone, you'll feel a big ridge there, a big little hill. And press down. In and out. And press down. In and out. In and press down. Good. Now give yourself a little chop. Using a flat hand, just a little chop down. And then on the other. And brush. And brush. In. Out. And again, bring your shoulders up. In. And out. Good. Once we finish with the shoulders, we're gonna access our lungs. So feel your collarbone. Collarbone will go right to the shoulder from the breastbone, and just underneath the collarbone, this is a point that can access your lungs. So again, use 2 fingers and stimulate. And in, breathe into your lungs, stale energy out. New energy in, stale out. Calmness in, and stress out. Calmness in, and stress out. Calmness in, and stress out. Good. And now switch sides. Again, trace your collarbone, that bone, you will feel it going from the sternum, your breastbone, right to the shoulder tip, just underneath the bone. Again, you can use 2 fingers like that. And press. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Again, fresh energy in, stale energy out from the lungs. Fresh energy in, stale energy out from the lungs. Calmness in, and anxiety out. Calmness in, and anxiety out. Hope in, depression out. Hope in, depression out. Good. Now, tap that area on one side, cup in your hand, and tap the other area. Good. And brush. And brush. Again, bring your shoulders up and let them relax. And up and let them relax. Good. We covered the lungs. Now we're going to cover the heart. So find your sternum, your breastbone. It's a flat bone. Go down that bone until this area. You will feel, some of you will feel a very tender spot. Try and find that tender spot there. For some of you, it will be quite sharp, maybe even painful. Once you locate that spot, don't press it too hard. Again, just place your fingers, and I want you to tap on it. Just tap on that tender spot that you found there. Tap. Keep tapping until your body will elicit one of 3 responses. One response is a smile. Another response is a yawn. Or another response could be a sigh. So a yawn, a smile, or a sigh. Keep tapping. Why a yawn, a sigh, or a smile? That's a natural response when your pericardium, the sac that surrounds your heart, which is restricted when you're under duress, vulnerable, in fear, under a threat. When it starts to relax, your body will naturally respond either with a smile, a sigh, or a yawn. Okay, so keep tapping. I want to yawn. But for you, it could be a smile. And sometimes a smile does come. So just wait for it. Keep tapping. And if it helps, you can tap up and down, but always come back to that spot. And again, you're tapping using either 3 fingers like that or like this. Okay? Tap. Good. If you haven't received a natural response, later on you can try again. Okay? It will respond in one of those 3 ways. You'll see. So once you tapped on it, place your hand, a flat hand, and I want you to emit your intention again to the heart to relax. Everything is okay. You're safe. You know, the Asians, though, in Chinese medicine philosophy and theory, they believe that the spirit resides in the heart. The Japanese call it the Shen. So you want to tell your Shen, your spirit, to relax. I'm here. Say it. I'm here. Say it again. I am here. Say it again. I am here. You're right here. Don't forget it. To support what you just did, we're going to use 2 more pressure points. One is in line with your little pinky finger, right at the crease of the wrist. You will feel a depression there. Everybody has that depression. It's felt with the thumb. So just place your thumb, and again, with your intention from the heart, you're going to use this pressure point to calm the heart. This is a point to calm your heart rate, your blood pressure. You can reduce your blood pressure with it. Okay, you can reduce your anxiety with it. So just place, and it's a gentle press, but it's more than a press, it's an intention. And it's also a feeling of a pulsation. The body is full of pulses, and it's felt with the fingertip, you can feel it. Just take your time here. And again, breathe in and out. Peace in and stress out. Peace in and stress out. Peace in and stress out. Good. Now you're going to do the other hand. So again, in line with the pinky, right at the wrist crest, there is a depression there. Okay? It's felt with your thumb. Again, gently place your thumb, and it's not, again, not pressing in. There's no effect like that. You're trying to gently place it and bring your intention and awareness again from the heart, using your breath. Breath in and stress out. Calmness in and stress out. Calmness in and stress out. Again, you can really affect the heart this way, especially if you connect to the pulse there. You can really reduce your heart rate, pressure around the heart, okay? And really start to feel quite calm. And out. And in. And stress out. And in. And out. Good. Another point. Okay? So right at the crest of your wrist, right in the midline, about 3 finger widths, right in the center of the 2 tendons there. There's another point. Okay, right there. Again, 3 finger widths. It's tough to do it. There we go. Right there. Okay. Right between the tendons. So you can use your middle finger or your thumb. Okay. You can also mark it with a pen if you forget. Maybe it's a little hard, a little felt pen. Right there. And again, place your thumb on it, breathe in, and stress out. And again, the intention is from the heart. Breathe in, and stress out. Breathe in. All that stress out. All that heaviness from the heart out. So this is also for the heart, specifically the sac that surrounds your heart, the pericardium, just like that point in the chest. This one supports that. So again, feel the pulse underneath the thumb. Gently press in, breath in, and breath out. And in, and out. In, and out. Good. And the other wrist. So again, 3 of your finger widths, right from the crest, in between the tendons. Okay, gently press on it. Place your thumb and gently press. Feel the pulsation maybe. Maybe you can feel it, maybe not. That's okay if you don't. And breathe in. And out. In. And out. In. And out. Calmness in. And stress out. Calmness in and stress out. Good. So that's the sequence. Thank you. Hope that helped. Hope that transitions you to an alpha state where you can start to fall asleep. And you can start to feel calm, centered, and lighter in the chest, lighter in the head, and all that stress dissipates out of you. So that's that routine. Remember the intention is so important. Calming the circuits, taking those breaths in through the nose and blowing it like a straw. Do that for a few minutes, and then the mindset using the acronym AIA: awareness, intention, and action. Once you bring yourself into that mindset, start the sequence with those points. One in here, one on the shoulder blade, shoulders on each side. The one in the center, the one that is quite tender, finding it, the lung points, and the ones on the wrist, and the depression here, and right underneath here, 3 finger widths on each side. That's the sequence. Hope that helped. Please help me share this group, share it with friends, share it with families. My intention is every evening to take you through an experience, a teaching, something that you can use right away to help you through this difficult time. So I really appreciate your time, your presence. I honor that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Love you all. Take care of yourself and your families.